signing of Javier Hernandez earlier on this week, and Hernandez will be the highest paid player in West Ham United's club history, and he's set to be on the wages totaling of £140,000 a week. Hernandez will be returning back to the Premier League, this time playing for West Ham United. And what can Hernandez do in the Premier League for the Hammers? We're all going to have to wait and find out as the Premier League season kicks off very, very soon. But today, I got 10 things you probably didn't know about Javier Hernandez. If you're going to enjoy today's video, make sure you go ahead and click that like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and make sure also turn on your notifications so you can be a part of the notification squad. Number 10, his iconic nickname. We all know Javier Hernandez, but we all call him as Chicharito, and his nickname has pretty much become his full name and his first name. We all know him as Chicharito. The interesting fact about Javier Hernandez is that his nickname, Chicharito, means little P in Mexican Spanish. He got this nickname because of his father, who was nicknamed as Chicharo, meaning P, because of his green eyes. Therefore, he sort of took on his father's nickname and added a little P to that, and that is the meaning to Chicharito. Number 9. Started playing at a young age. Javier Hernandez started playing football at a very, very young age. He started playing football at the age of 7 because of his father, as he was a professional footballer himself. Number 8. In his blood. So it takes us to our next fact. Like I said, Javier Hernandez's father was a football player himself. His name was Javier Hernandez Gutierrez, and he was a professional footballer just like his dad. Javier Hernandez's grandfather was also a professional footballer, and they both played for the Mexican national side and both participated in World Cups. Being a footballer pretty much runs in the family. Number 7. International Chicharito Day. Javier Hernandez is absolutely loved in Mexico. Hernandez has several fan clubs in the country of Mexico. One of them is called Chicharatas 14. So much so that they have gone on to create a day which they celebrate Javier Hernandez, and it's called International Chicharito Day, and it's held on August 14th of every year. According to the fan club's Facebook page and to several YouTube videos, they picked this date because August is the only month with 6 letters, just like Hernandez's first name, while the number of the day has been picked because of his jersey number. It's crazy to think that people dedicate a full day just to celebrate Javier Hernandez. Number 6. Fastest footballer at the 2010 World Cup. Just like Chicharito's father and grandfather, he has participated at a World Cup, and Hernandez has always been very impressive with his jumping skills when it comes to headers, but he's also very fast. According to the Daily Mail, Chicharito was the fastest footballer in the 2010 World Cup. The Mexican beat the likes of Jesus Navas, Lucas Podolski, Ian Robert. In that tournament, Hernandez scored twice against France and also against Argentina. Number 5. First Mexican to appear in a UEFA Champions League final. On May 2011, Hernandez appeared in the UEFA Champions League final after scoring 4 goals for his team during the tournament. Hernandez at the time was playing for Manchester United, and Chicharito became the first Mexican to play in the final clash of the event in his debut season in Europe. Hernandez played the full 90 minutes, but sadly he could not go on to win a UEFA Champions League trophy as United lost to Barcelona 3-1. Number 4. Turkish Airlines portrait. Hernandez was a part of Turkish Airplanes Passenger Portraits campaign, which consisted of a series of portraits which were auctioned to raise money for the Manchester United Foundation. Hernandez gave up some time to the Manchester United Foundation when all this was going on, and other Manchester United players were involved, the likes of Wayne Rooney, Rio Ferdinand, Danny, Ryan Giggs, and the pieces were later displayed at Old Trafford. Number 3. UNICEF ambassador. So we just mentioned that Chicharito was a big part of the Manchester United Foundation while he was playing for the club, but he's also a UNICEF ambassador. He has served for UNICEF as their goodwill ambassador. He's the 3rd Mexican to be appointed as United Nations goodwill ambassador after Cesar Costa and Julieta Venegas. During his term, he actively participated in awareness campaigns for children's education. And it's always nice to see football players helping out those in need, and Hernandez has done that at the Manchester United Foundation and also for UNICEF. Number 2. Cartoon. Javier Hernandez. Would you have known that there has been a cartoon based around the Mexican star? Eddie Moore, an animated series creator, has created a cartoon pilot inspired by Javier Hernandez. He came up with the idea after Chicharito's first season at Manchester United, and the story takes place in Hernandez's hometown. It also features some fictional players who represent well-known footballers, with the characters the likes of David Beckham, Lionel Messi, Diego Maradona, as well as Jisung Park and Shinji Kagawa. Although Eddie Moore wanted to make it a well-known animated series, he never got to talk to Javier Hernandez's agent, so it didn't continue. So the plan of the idea of the cartoon was scrapped. At number 1, not always a striker. Hernandez joined Chivas when he was 9 years old, but he played in a very different position back then. In an interview with Mexican Magazine, Hernandez recalled that he was a right back until one of his coaches noticed his skills in the attacking zone and then moved him to a striker. And we could have been seeing a different side of Javier Hernandez if he would have ever made it as a right back. And these are 10 things you probably didn't know about the new West Ham United signing, Chicharito or Javier Hernandez.
Hello and welcome back to another one of these intriguing FIFA 17 experiments. Now, the last experiment, it was a little bit controversial. I went ahead and I took the stance of the female national team of the United States and put them into FIFA. And, you know, if you haven't checked out, go ahead and click over here. I'll wait 1, 2. Okay, spoilers. They actually won the league. It was tremendous. So that got me to thinking, well, you already seen the title. You already clicked on this video. What would happen if we took the best women's team in the world and put them up against the best men's team in the world and have them fight them out in the same league? So the squad is mostly comprised primarily of the U.S. women's national team that we saw in the last experiment, but a few additions and a few legendary additions right here. Marta, the Brazilian goddess herself, is going to be going ahead and joining up with this squad. Many have said that she is good enough to play with the men. Well, we're going to go ahead and test that today. Then up front, we have the Norway Wonderkin. I think she's only like 20 years of age or super young, but she's already one of the best female strikers in the world. Iceberg, I don't know how to properly pronounce things, so I'm just going to call the Norway Iceberg over there. And then you're going to get a couple of upgrades here with, there's a French CDM. I'm assuming it's pronounced Henri. And then a French center back named Renard. We have a couple other international superstars coming in with Sinclair from Canada, and I think Marozan is from Germany. But can the spicy team and the devilishly good looks of Alex Morgan go ahead and conquer the best male team? Well, check this out. I present to you the world's best starting 11. Well, world's best starting like 30, to be honest. As you can see out on the left wing, you got Ronaldo. Up front, you got Suarez. On the right side, you have Lionel Messi, Ozil at the camp, Modric and Pogba in the midfield, Ramos, Neuer, Boateng. Carvajal is in the right back position. You might be like, where's Philip Lahm? Where's Philip? He's been taken out of the game at this time in FIFA 17. So he's retired. He's no longer in there. So a little bit of a downgrade at the fullback position. And then you got Marcelo out on the left. And then the bench is just an embarrassment of riches. Down De Gea, Thiago Silva, Casemiro, Neymar, Bale, Cruz, Lewandowski, Benzema, Chiellini, Higuain. Like, it goes on and on. Just check out all these mother truckers in here. There are 0 weak links on this team. 0. And in my experience of simming, that's kind of what happens sometimes is they'll use the third string guy. But the third string guy on this team is also world class. And it's the same for the female side, so it's going to be a pretty fair fight. So I've gone ahead and I placed both of these squads into the Premier League. The female team will be represented by the New England Revolution, and the best male team will be represented by defending Champions League, champions in Real Madrid. And as you can see right there, they just happen to sit right next to each other. Now, we kind of went into this in the last episode. I'm not going to even touch the fact that, does, like an 80 female speed equate to an 80 male speed? What does an overall for a female really equate to compared to a man? I'm not going to touch any of that. I just went on SoFIFA.com. I looked up the players, I looked up their stats, and I plugged them in. I put in their weight, their height, and their age and all that stuff. And I plugged it all into FIFA, and it took me a long time, okay, to create all these female players. Go ahead, please take a hot direct demo and smush it into that like button. And I know EA never intended for men and women to go ahead and play against each other in FIFA, but I like breaking the rules, so let's go ahead. We're going to sum up to the halfway point, January 1st of this year. But, as you guys have read now, probably seen a whole bunch of these, I have to go ahead and make a prediction. Since this is a versus episode, I gotta choose one side. Am I gonna go with the lovely females, or those so sexy men? And I mean, I have a penis, so it's pretty obvious where I am going to go on this one. I'm going to predict that the men are going to win this one, or at least, finish higher. It would be really weird if they finish higher than the women and they don't win the league because they literally have the best team ever, maybe. But you guys also know if I get my prediction right, usually something good happens. So in this case, if I get it right, we'll show you a couple of more pictures. You guys seem to really enjoy the pictures of Alex Morgan. I'll show you a couple of more at the end of this episode. If the ladies come out on top, I can think of no better way to honor them than to show you guys pictures of Alex Morgan. I think it's only fair. It's the purest way to honor them. So there you guys go, and I want you guys to get involved. Do not cheat. Go ahead and put up in the things right here. Have a vote. Who do you think will turn out on top? But yeah, I have a feeling that this vote might go 95% one way. But alas, let's go ahead. Let's sim it up to the midway point. Take it away, Joey Wheeler. Go time, Wizzy! Alright, we sit in January of 2017. As you can see right here, I am Mr. Feminism. And we sit at a 76 rating overall. Let's go ahead, let's take a look at the player stats. Super cool. Oh my god! Holy shit! Marta! You fucking animal! Yo! I remember when the Women's World Cup was going on, they were saying that she could play with the men. She is not only playing with men, she's fucking spanking the shit out of us. Yo, look at this, 17 goals. I don't know if I've seen a higher total for a single player at the halfway point of a season. I've, maybe comparable one time with Cristiano Ronaldo, but this is insane. Ronaldo, where is Ronaldo? He's 7th on here with 7. Hi. That is fucking, that is the badness. That is absolute badness. Assists though, alright, coming back down to earth. Ronaldo in 2nd place, but the ladies coming in 10th and 11th place with the sensual strong Alex Morgan. And then, of course, the Norway Iceberg himself, both of them getting 4. And then with clean sheets, this is kind of what won it in the last experiment for the ladies. It was Hope Solo being a fucking animal. And she's doing it again. 11 clean sheets. And where's Real Madrid? Neuer coming in 5th place with a meager 6th. Jesus. Pardon the pun, but the solo performances of the ladies in this have been godlike. And I mean, with those stats, I don't see how they're not on top. They are. Well, I mean, it's gonna be heartbreaking if this happened, if the women win, and But I have to show you guys. I would have to show you guys more pictures of Alex Morgan. I don't want to do it. Okay, guys, I don't want to show you any more pictures of Alex Morgan, but I have to do the forfeit. I hope you all understand. Don't leave a dislike button. But it's not over. I mean, honestly, it's just one win. It's very closable. It's 43-40. The ladies having slightly going in. Goal differential, they're slightly ahead. Goals for, actually, Real Madrid have scored more besides the mighty Marta. It looks like they're kind of slacking in that piece, but they are better defensively though. But we will see, All right, let's go ahead. Let's put it up to June 1st and sim it to the end of the season. Will you see at the end of this video more pictures of Alex Morgan, or will you at the end of this video see pictures of Alex Morgan? Only time and a wizard can tell. Go time, Wizzy! Alright guys, we sit on June 1st of 2017. Let's go ahead and click over and take a look at Mr. Feminism's rating. Goes ahead and finishes it off at 66. Not the highest, but it's not a great indicator, to be honest. Well, there we go. I mean, she slowed down in the second half of the season. Remember, she scored 17 in the first half. So, she does come out on top with 22 goals. But considering, how great she was in the first half, it's actually kind of a little bit of a letdown. Juan Mata, though, came out of nowhere with 18. This is a very strange top scores. Stuart Downing of Middlesbrough came up with 15. And we do not see a Real Madrid player until Suarez at 8-14. That's respectable. And then Robin, who had 12. But I don't see any New England ladies. until the Iceberg down in 18th, and then a couple more Real Madrid guys trickling in with Ronaldo. Oh, I missed Ronaldo up there. He had 13. Okay, and then Messi had 9. That's not bad. That's a lot of combined goals for Real Madrid, actually, for the men, as opposed to just only 2 players on the list for the ladies. So let's go over to assists, and it is Leroy Sané who finishes it up on top, and then Coutinho. But it is Cristiano Ronaldo who ties for 3rd, along with Alexis Sanchez. Okay, there are a couple ladies in here. Abby Wambach coming in with 7 assists. Marta coming in with 6. What a tremendous season from her. And then the Iceberg coming in with 6 as well. Only 2 names in the top 15 for Real Madrid, though, with Ronaldo and Suarez. So I might give this edge to the ladies, at least, for assists. So it's, well, we'll see right here. It's going to come down to the keepers. Can Hope Solo do it one more time? Let's go. And no, whoa, it's a tie. I do not know where this is going to go because it's Czech Noor and Solo all had 14 clean sheets. You're gonna come in. Well, okay, before I was so rudely interrupted right here, Petra Cech, Manuel Noor, and Hope Solo all got 14 clean sheets apiece. So I honestly do not know where it's gonna stand right here. It's gonna be close though. It is going to be close. Who do you think won? The best women's team or the best men's team? The stats are pretty close. Alright, obviously she voted with her loins. I'm gonna vote with my penis. Let's go! Oh! Oh, the men's team have won by 1 point. Holy shit.